Bring your cameras up. It's about to go down. We're live, and it is episode number 133, and I am so excited to be here. Check this out. I'm in my gator boots, gator suit. I got my gator shirt on. I'm super excited. I am here in Colorado. We made it all the way from Louisiana to Colorado. We're here for episode number 133. Welcome to Train or Die. Let's go to the panel and find out some wins. Let's start with Mr. Chris, Mr. Co-host, Mr. The Idea Guy Baden.
Yes. What's up, digital geniuses? Happy Wednesday. Hopefully your week's going great. If not, it's about to get better because you're on Train or Die. Big win for me so far is we've got Instagram coming out soon. YouTube's in the back, and we are hunting for podcast training right now. Sean's already been doing some hunting. I'm going to start doing some hunting for that. So that process has begun, and that is my win. I will pass it off over to, let's go to Kristen.
My win is that I got to spend the afternoon absolutely researching and being a nerd. I love being a nerd. Got to research a bunch about Facebook and the new things. So my win is that I get to share with you guys all of the 3 hours of research that I did and what Facebook's going to be rolling out this month. So really excited with the outcome and super excited to be here. So let's hear from you, Will and Paige.
There you go. Trying to find the unmute button. Our win this week, new client this week. Super pumped about them. They are super excited to be here. So super pumped for that. Other wins are?
We've got some new demographics that we're running.
Yes.
So things are just starting to pick up, and we're seeing some stuff. We're just seeing some action, which is always fun to see. So
Action's always good. Let's go to Diana.
So wins, aside from this being my second week in a row on Train or Die, and I'm presenting today. Eek! Another win is I had this weird thing on my Facebook Ads Manager pop up over the weekend, and then I finally got to chat with them this week, and it turned out it was a glitch. So hooray for glitches, and it's not affecting my ads. So that's awesome. And thank you to Kristen Louise for helping me out with that over the weekend too. So let's next have Cheyenne Schwain.
Woo! Okay, first win. Look at Sean's shirt. How cute is that shirt, guys? That is a cute shirt, Sean. All right, so that's win number one. Let's see. I have been like a sports fanatic this week. I am from St. Louis. The Blues clinch. They're going to the playoffs. Cardinals home openers this Friday. And I just spent the last 4 hours playing sand volleyball. So if I look like a sweaty hot mess, you know why. So today was just an all-around great day for Athletic Cheyenne. And being home, I'm home with my family. Being home with my family doesn't happen too often. I'm always traveling and visiting all of you guys who are watching this. Kristen, Sean, like Chris, I'm with you guys all the time. So it's nice to just be home with family. I took my niece and nephew to the zoo today, and we saw a bunch of animals because it was a really warm day. So family wins for today for me. Erin, have you gone yet?
No, she's doing all kinds of crazy things in the kitchen. What's up, Erin?
Hey guys! Oh my God, my win is that I haven't been on here in weeks, and I finally get to get on. I'm not traveling or in the middle of the Great Barrier Reef or on a plane somewhere, and I'm actually like able to get on here. My win is that I'm actually setting up Jessica's trifecta right now that she has not set up yet. So I'm setting her TA up for her, and I'm setting her Nespa up for her next. I'm really excited. But yeah, win is just traveling a bunch. I got to go to Bali and meet everybody in Bali for the first time. I obviously got to see Talia. I'm in Hawaii right now with Jessica and Emily, and we've just been working a ton. You guys want to say hi? Another win was we found someone who has a sister system to DGL, the CEO movement, and they went over their house today and funnel hacked the crap out of them and found out what they were doing. And it was crazy. It was awesome. They're so sweet. Yeah, it was awesome. Sweet. It's been awesome. But yeah, those are our wins. Ashley just popped on, so I'm picking on you.
Woo!
Awesome. Yeah, so what's up, everyone? Our wins, let's see. Today we went to a cafe, so that was pretty sweet. Yes, got out of the house. Love going to cafes to work, so that was definitely a win. Excited about that. And we booked our camper van for Australia. We're going there next month. We're going to do a camper van up the coast, so we're super pumped about that. Officially booked that today, so yeah. Huge win.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys. That's super cool to have you out today. I'm so pumped. Tonight is going to be, oh, man, there's a full house and a full deck of cards for all you digital geniuses out there. We're streaming live all over the place on social. Super excited. Kristen, did you share your wins?
Yes, I did.
Yes,
I'm just happy to be here, Sean, and I'm happy about your shirt. Thanks for
I
asking.
know, it's my birthday shirt. My mom and dad gave it to me for my birthday. We just got back from Louisiana. It's got gators all over it. Just because we got back from Louisiana, that's what's up. Super excited to have you here. So, guys, Chris, where's the wins in the chat roll, man? What's going on in the chat roll right now? What's up, guys? Post your wins in the chat roll.
Let's check it out. I did see a couple. I'll scroll up here. Let's see. It looks like Matt and Ashley. First one, my masterminds have been bomb lately, and I get to dance with you guys before the show. Winning. The dance party was alive. What else we got, Dan? Deep breaths. You're going to crush it tonight. She got to dance with us too. Glad to have you on, Diana. Excited to see what you have planned for all of us. And I'm looking for some more wins. Post some more wins, guys. I'm just seeing a bunch of Sean and Chris, all lovely people. Thank you, man. Ashley. Action. Whoop, whoop. This is what I got. A gator suit, Jay Lee says. Go Packers, go Car, and cheese. And those are the wins for this week, Sean.
Love it. Thank you, Chris. Check this out, guys. Let's dive into it. We got all kinds of copy and awesomes this week. I'm going to blitz through these because they're amazing, and I want to get to the content because that's the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, check it out. First off, Davey Ridge Richardson, job quitter number 64. Ding, 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 ding. We need like a bell, Chris. Do you have a bell or something? That's awesome. Anyways, congratulations, Ridge. You are number 64 job quitter. Super excited about that. Rachel Farr, her Cranium Corner live on Monday about how to relieve stress was off the chains. If you guys missed it, you want to go back and catch that. Ashley Deal Lee in the audience right now gets a Caught Me Awesome for her shout out to Digital Genius Radio. Thank you for making that post. That was amazing. Brian Looters for his awesome video talking about his new water system that he just got. Also, Amber Dole did the same thing. She posted a video about her new water system that she just got, which is sweet. Diana Watt. She is the genius of the week. She is on the panel. She is in the flesh here with us live. She gets a Caught Being Awesome for helping answer all the questions on the Digital Genius page. Thank you, Diana. That is amazing. Kelsey Stone for becoming recognized by Facebook as one of DGL's visual storytellers. Congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment, Kelsey. Way to go. We got Tyler Durham in the house. His buyer count's increasing, and he gets this week's Rising Star Award. Chris, what's up with the Rising Star Award, man?
Well, Sean, it's what happens when you're the best out of everyone for the week.
That's what's up. All right, congratulations, Tyler. Jenna Shute for dropping an amazing Get to Know Your Scientist Go Live. You guys want to get to know scientists? Jenna dropped some bomb value and talked about herself a little bit. Love, Jenna. Awesome. Also, there's 3 shout-outs for birthdays. We got Jim Gilliland, Jennifer Coppernoll, and Jennifer Kitterman. We got the Jennifer Squared and Jim Gilliland. Happy birthday to you guys. That's awesome. And last but not least, she's here with us tonight on the panel as well. Kristen Louise for doing Go Live number 3 and number 4 about falling in love with Facebook. Kristen, how's that going? Has it been fun?
Today, I was hunger deprived. I've been intermittent fasting. So I think today was extra fun because I hadn't eaten in 20 hours. So it was a blast. People were probably just like, what is she saying? But no, we had a lot of fun. It was the longest one yet. And I had a ton of interaction. So I just want to say thanks to everybody. Next week, we got 4 people that are going to get some ad reviews. So get excited live and in your face in the DGL group.
Love that, love that, love that. Ahmed says it's his 35th birthday was on Monday. Happy birthday to you, big homie. Proud of you. Congratulations for making that far. I never thought I was going to make it to 35. I made it to 38, which is awesome. So that is stellar. And it is time. Chris, what time is it?
It's time for Pick a Number Panelist. I hope you're ready.
Yes. All right. Who's going to get to pick tonight, Chris?
I think we got like 9. We got like the Brady Bunch thing going tonight. Woo! Aaron hasn't been on for a little bit. Let's let Aaron do it.
Yeah, Aaron's turn. Aaron's turn. All right, Will and Paige, what's the numbers that she has to choose between? Oh. Come on now, mathematicians, let's go.
333 and 4,506.
All right, 333 to 4506. Pick a number between 333, 4506. Chris,
go.
Can I get a countdown, Chris? While the countdown is coming, check this out. Huge announcement for everybody out there. Listen. Digipalooza dates have been chosen. Thursday, September 26th through Monday, September 30th. Our next live event, Digipalooza Part 2. Super excited about that. September 26th through September 30th. Mark your calendars. More details to come. Chris, countdown. 1-0. Oh, we're already there. All right, Aaron, what was your number?
My number was 1,111.
1111.
Easy.
The one club.
That's the sticks move. Nice. All right, who's closest? Anybody? Going once, going twice.
We got to work on some of these guesses, Sean. We had 3. Oh, it was Jay Lee and 5. 329. 333 was the bottom.
Okay, so, well, we got to, oh my goodness. Aaron, you got to choose.
I'm trying to do some math right now. 400 is only 700 away, right?
I think it's Caitlin.
Jay Lee, your guess of 5,897 is also wrong.
Incorrect. Okay, we're going to do Caitlin. Bring Caitlin out. It's time to play Pick a Number Panelist with Caitlin.
Oh, Caitlin, yay!
Yeah, super excited about that. Aaron, you get to grill Caitlin with the first question tonight. Super excited about that. So let's welcome Caitlin. What's up? Where'd she go? Oh, boo. Did we miss her? Oh, no. What happened? Rats. We scared her off, Jay Lee. Grill him. It was the bold shirt.
It's the shortest, that's a record for shortest appearance for Pick a Number Panelists.
Wrong, Caitlin. Lol.
Definitely brought my bagel.
Oh, is there more than one? Is there one? Is there more than one Caitlin out there?
There's only one in like the name search.
I'm gonna pull this one out. Hold on. Let's see if this is her.
Caitlin with a C.
Who's the next closest? CA?
Yeah, that's the one I'm pretty sure that was close enough.
Did we get it?
Closest. Yeah.
Did we get it? Caitlin?
Nice.
We can get her camera.
Caitlin, can you hear us?
Oh, we got both Caitlins.
The Caitlin dynamic duo.
Hang on one second. We will do that. And Caitlin Reed, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. All right, you did it. Way to go, girl. Congratulations. Welcome to the show. Super excited to have you. It's time to grill you. And Aaron's going to start off.
Oh.
Here we go. Aaron, what you got?
What's up, babes?
This is hard. Okay, I got to come up with a good question. I'm setting the stage here. Give me like 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the question is, why did you start this business? I'm obviously your coach and I know this, but what was your line in the sand? Why did you start this business and what brought you to DGO?
Thumbs up if you can hear me okay, by the way. Just like I can. Okay, cool. I actually not too long ago got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I work a very physical job. So I'm a massage therapist by trade, and I've been hurting so much in the past couple of years. I just got diagnosed not too long ago, and I've always wanted to live out my dream of traveling. And, I saw Aaron's video and I just thought, it just sparked something inside of me. I know I've always been, destined for great things. So I wasn't going to let, my diagnosis hold me back. So that was, a big step for me is, getting diagnosed with something at 22 years old. So yeah, I wanted to live out my dream and yeah, all that good stuff.
I'm going to go next. What is your zone of genius, if you have to describe that? Go.
What do you mean? Zone of genius?
Yeah, well, everyone's got a zone of genius. Like Kristen, her zone of genius is Facebook, everything Facebook. Ashley and Cam, their zone of genius is straight up traveling the world, kicking ass, taking names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your zone of genius?
I would probably say mental health. Most of my life has been dedicated to mental health and a lot of research, a lot of experience, a lot of counseling. So I've done a lot, and I most of my videos have something to do with mental health or something of that nature. So I would say, yeah, mental health.
Perfect. That's awesome. Let's go to Cheyenne.
All right, travel guru, if you could go to one place in the world and live there for a whole month, where would it be?
Italy.
Italy is my ultimate destination. My family is very much Italian. So I've always wanted to go to Italy. That's going to be my number one place, especially to live. I've always wanted to live there too. But yeah, number one is Italy.
And Will and Paige, go.
All right, Caitlin, if you could live in a TV show, a movie, or a book, what would it be? Which one?
Oh, no. I would. That's such a hard question. I'd probably say Supernatural. That's like my favorite show of all time, and I would just, that would just be amazing to be at least in the show for like a day, just see all the physical stuff happen. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And Diana, what's your question for Kaylee? Go.
So, what's the best advice that you ever got from any therapist?
I would probably say, so it wasn't necessarily a therapist per se. Probably the best advice I've ever gotten was, I was actually in an inpatient facility when I was a teenager, for like mental health issues. And one of the, I don't exactly know what his position was, but he just kind of watched over us, and he was seeing all that we were talking about, and he pretty much looked us, he got really serious all of a sudden, and he was like, you guys got to get angry, you got to get passionate, you got to get excited. You guys are, always in a rut, or, in constant depression or anxiety, but you guys, the way that you're going to get out of it and the way that you're going to show everybody that you're something is you need to get angry and excited and passionate, and you need to do something about it. You need to take action. So that was like, that really resonated with me, especially when I was a teenager.
That is so awesome.
That is awesome, for sure. Let's go to Chris, Mr. Co-host, Mr. Idea Guy.
Yes. How many siblings do you have, and how do you feel about it?
Oh, God. So I have 5 siblings. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers. They're all older, so I'm the baby. I've never really connected with them much.
What's the age gap between like the next babyest sibling?
6 years. So the next one is 6 years older than me. So the age gap, and we were raised in different households. So that was definitely a big like definer of our relationship. So
who's your favorite?
Probably my older brother. His name's Zach. Yeah, I love him. He's always awesome to be around.
Zach, the oldest baby. That's all I got, Sean. Back to you.
Yeah, well, Chris, you're getting asked, are you having another baby, Chris?
Not that I know of.
All right.
Elizabeth is going to surprise me.
All right, Kristen, your turn.
I like Diana's sign. Eek. Okay, so Caitlin, first of all, mental health, speaking right to my heart. Italy, carbs, you're my lady. You're my lady. So speak to me. So tell us, whenever you're in a rut, because obviously people that have done a lot of like personal development and stuff, if you have like a hard part of your business or a hard part of your life, what gets you out of that rut? What's your go-to? What audio? What book? What do you do? What do you reset with? My favorite book right now is called Spiritually Get Over It. And it's a very tough love, but it's also it's a good balance between, letting you know that, you're not the center of the universe. There's a lot of things that are bigger than you, and there's a lot of bigger putting our effort into, but also being gentle with your emotions and saying, this is what I'm feeling, but this is also could be where I could put that energy into. So it's pretty much saying, work out, meditate, listen to music, work on do research onto a new subject, just do something to get yourself out of it and to put that energy into something healthy instead of it just like festering inside of you and letting it take over. So Spiritually Get Over It is my my favorite book right now to kind of get me out of any kind of like bad state.
Yeah, that's a great answer. And Ashley and Cam.
Yo,
All right.
Cheyenne took her first question.
Yeah, she took our first one. So we came up with another one. If you could time travel to any time period, past or future, where would you go and why?
I would probably go to, I would probably say like 1920, like Europe area. I watch a lot of, I don't know what it's, I've always like really resonated with any type of like music that I hear playing in like the early 1900s or like any kind of documentary I see about that time period. So like early 1900s, 1920s, like Europe, I've always like been obsessed with. So.
Sorry, I was on mute there for a second, but check this out. That is awesome. Did everybody go? Am I missing anyone? I think we got everybody. And so now I'm actually going to go. I was messing around with this. I got to hit the streaming live button right now. We are streaming live on all kinds of different channels. Again, more channels than we were before, so that's exciting. And we're about to dive into the Golden Belt series. Oh, it's so stacked tonight. I can't even believe what's about to happen. Oh, man, we just have a whole bunch of power ladies killing it tonight. And we're going to start with our Genius of the Week. This young lady has been one of the most influential in digital genius with helping people. She's a scientist. She's been amazing. This is her first time doing a big presentation piece on the Golden Belt series, and she's competing against some of the hottest of the hot. So I hope you guys are ready for this because she's going to cover a segment called Everything with Intent. Diana Watt, congratulations on being Genius of the Week. What do you got?
So, first off, I want to say this is a little pillow, not a sign. So you know, Kristen, it's awesome. Okay, now, thank you for having me. And on to my segment. First off, okay. First off, I want everyone to show up with both an open heart and an open mind, because what I'm about to share is, it's kind of a combination of the law of attraction and reality transurfing, which is a book written by a quantum physicist. And to me, they all kind of combine. Some of this stuff is also mentioned in Happy Pocket Full of Money, but so here it goes. Open mind. All right. So, do you pay much attention to the things that you actually say every day, the things that you write, the things that you think? I know most people, they don't actually. So how often do you catch yourself saying, I want this thing, or I want something to happen? It's probably pretty often, and you don't even think about it. And part of it, I think, is because we're conditioned, programmed ever since we were a little kid by our parents and the rest of society to just, you know, as a little kid, we're like, ooh, I have this thing, you know. Instead, our parents are like, no, you need to not just grab for that, you need to ask for it, you need to say that I want this thing. And so we've been conditioned to just use the word want for every single thing. Well, I'm here to let you know that we want to take the word want out of our vocabulary. Just take it away. All right? And next, does anyone know the difference between the words want, desire, and intend? Let me know in the chat box if you do. Okay, it's long enough. So want basically indicates the lack of it there. There's a neediness happening. When you're declaring that you want something, it's the same as saying that you don't have it and you're very much in lack of it. You can check the dictionary on this. And next you have up-leveling to desire, which that gets you warmer on the emotional spectrum, which is a very good thing. But desire is still a very iffy mentality for if you're wanting to manifest or create reality, because you still have to take an action to balance out this desire. And then you have to intend, or setting intentions. It's basically the decision or will to have something. And oftentimes it's a definiteness. It's very deliberate. There's an action point to it. There's sometimes you can just have a no questioning belief about it. Intention, it's a declaration of something to experience in the present moment's tense. Now, it might sound weird if you're manifesting and you think it's supposed to be in present tense, but you have to act as if you already have it. Basically, in quantum physics, it's happening now, just in a parallel reality. I'm not going to go into that, don't worry. I'm not going to confuse you with all that. But if you're interested, just look up quantum physics. So how are we supposed to bridge the gap between those realities? So when it comes to trying to visualize it, think of something that you've been yearning, all right? I'm going to use one example just to throw it out there, and it's something that our community is already really intent on, is positively affecting the lives of 10,000 families to get clean drinking water. That's a big intent. Another way to think about it is there's also an idea that it's who you want to become instead of what you want to have. So first off, you want to feel what it feels like to have this thing, but you don't want to put it on a pedestal. This is a big problem that most people have, because they see that, oh, I'm at, for instance, say a certain rank in our community. They just started and they see people like Ashley Crooks that are God knows what rank she is now, right? And they want to be just like her, but they're already putting her on such a pedestal. And you can't create that from here, right? You have to make sure your intentions, they also align with your passion, with your heart space, and just you being you authentically. Real goals, they have to be connected to the heart and to you. Not what another person says, not what society says you should have. And with that, these things usually, they can't be money either, because, well, money for one is just energy itself, and it's a side effect. It's not a true goal, and not a true big intention that you'd have, because, well, the brain can fully understand money, right? It is like, hey, I have money, I have freedom, I can do what I want when I want, all of that jazz, right? But let's see. But the heart just sees money as like pieces of paper or maybe pieces of metal. And it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? It doesn't work that way. So you've got to just bridge that construct and go from the heart with your passions. And you've got to match that feeling of where you are, which is really great to do through mindfulness, to where you intend to be. And you don't want to put your intent on that pedestal, because that separation between the frequencies will seem way too much for you. It'll just give you anxiety, and which will cause you to go backwards and cause your own resistance. You have to make it seem like it's natural for you to have this thing, to have this experience, to be this sort of person that you are going to be. And you've got to believe it fully, because otherwise you're going to get in your own way as resistance. Then you have to release this attachment and need of the outcome, because again, that's going to just cause anxiety because you're thinking, oh, I'm not this rank yet. But that anxiety from that is just going to pull you down into a spiral of depression or anxiety or whatever, and it'll create that lower frequency vibration than what you intended. So again, revel in the present moment, going with the flow, and having that mindfulness helps. So here's another example. Have you ever lost something and tried over and over again to find it, but you suddenly only find it once you've taken your mind off of it? And quite often it's right, Caitlin, right? And quite often it's been right where you already looked. Let me know in the chat if that's happened to you. This literally, I shit you not, I can't make this up. This happened to me yesterday. Me and my roommate, she was downstairs. She was yelling, Loki, 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 one of her cats. She couldn't find him, thought he'd escaped out the front door because that's something he does. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And I tried to help her a little bit. I asked her, hey, did you check this place? And she's like, no, I didn't check there, but I didn't see him in that room. So she went to go check that. And as soon as I started like saying, I said, Loki, Loki, I moved to the exact place that she had just been standing. I was like, look, he's right here. I had found him. Why is that? Why did that happen? Basically, to me, I'd say that the searching of the lost item, the cat in this case, was full of intent and emotional urge of finding the item. And the belief for this case is already there because we already had the cat beforehand. But it's not until you stop that anxiety and worry of finding the item that you're able to find it, because you've released the negative vibrations that had effectively given you blinders. So my roommate, all she had was blinders. Me, I was just like, oh, he's probably hiding because he's really good at that. And if not, then we'll probably find him soon because he doesn't like staying out long. So the difference is that the item that you're trying to visualize now to manifest usually hasn't been something you've had before. And when you think you must see something before believing it, this is where the mindset shift has to take place. You've got to believe it to see it. This is a big thing from Law of Attraction and Abraham Hicks. If you want more on that, I know Chris and Louise is a big fan of that. So am I. So, but I wanted to also tell you that this whole thing isn't a concept that's completely new to me either. A little backstory on me. I grew up, you probably can't tell it, but I grew up Southern Baptist, conservative in Texas. And my grandma, she's the one who always took me to church with her. She took me to Mother's Day Out, and I even helped with Mother's Day Out. She had me help her with the food drive. We helped with other fundraisers. We helped with going to the ladies, seeing people at the nursing home. We helped with volunteering for the homebound. We did all of that stuff, and I loved all of that stuff. It's probably what's made me the huge volunteer nerd I am today. But in the church, I hated the shame and dogma that was always ever present. So in elementary school, I looked into other philosophies and cultures. And ever since then, I've been into paganism, Wicca, witchcraft, and spell work, all that sort of stuff. And to me, I say all of this stuff works the same way as witches' spell work and magic. There was, in particular, a lost item spell that was a favorite of mine when I was like a preteen, and it always worked for me. And I think it works for the exact same reason. I just didn't understand all of the background of how to explain that. But basically, we all have the magic within us. So we're all connected. We all have the energy flowing through us, flowing everywhere. Everything's connected. And you can call it magic. You can call it quantum physics or science. You can say you're calling the angels for all I care. And me personally, I call it all of those, because for me it is. It's all the same, but it's all about what your belief is in it. That's what makes it, is your belief. That's what makes your reality. Alrighty, let me know in the chat if you're still with me or not. Yes, the force too. Thank you, Joseph Neal. I almost forgot the force. How could I forget? All right, so some of y'all may think this is a little too weird or too woo-woo for you, and that's fine. You might have dropped off already, but I know you, not you, Caitlin. I know we're homegirls. I got you. But I have two answers to that. The first, I really want you to ask yourself internally, what about woo-woo and manifesting causes that negative reaction from you, and why? Because it's probably something that is part of a limiting belief and resistance that's actually holding you back from the life you deserve, so that you're not, being able to expand your mind to see the beauty of it all. And second, well, you don't have to use it just to manifest in affirmations or vision boards or script journaling or anything like that. Although I highly recommend all of those, and I do all of those, and they're really fun. Because you can use it every single day. As you're going into the car, you can tell yourself, doesn't matter if it's out loud or inside or just sometimes subconsciously, but the more you do it, the better. It's just natural for you. But as you're going into the car, I intend to get to my appointments early and move well in the flow of traffic. That's something I've just always been able to do, and I thank my lucky stars for it. In the morning, say, I intend it's going to be an amazing day. This one I love to try to use with kids too, before, when you're getting ready for them to go to school. It really can help pump them up, make them feel better and wake up better. Going to the gym, go have the mindset of that you're not going to be judged, and you're not going to judge others that are at the gym, and you're actually going to put that intent of doing the exercises that you're going to the gym to do. Same intention of eating healthy, and you're going to the grocery store, have in mind the things you're wanting, things that are full of vitamins and minerals, and don't go on an empty stomach. It's part of the intention. So even as marketers, all right, anyone who's fallen asleep or tuned out, come back. Now I'm getting to marketing stuff. But even as marketers, we use it every time we write a post on social media, every time we write an email, an advertisement. You're always putting intentions into the world as to what sort of people that you are attracting back to you. Because remember, you are the energy. And your writing, your videos, your photos even, you can put intent into each of them. You've got to think of how you want to make people feel. There's a quote I want to share. Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you do and what you say, but they will never forget how you make them feel." How do you want to make people feel? Inspired, empowered, scared, entertained, understood, uplifted? For me, I intend to inspire and empower people on my social media. And when you do this, you want to be deliberate in what you focus on and your choice of positive words. Try to stick to mostly positive words, because that just helps that vibration that you're sending out and attracting back. Need some water, hold on. Your mindset and your vibrational frequency, they work together to inspire your words, which will inspire others. So when you're doing an ad, let's say, you want to set the intention that you're going to attract someone that's just like you. Well, how do you get that avatar? How do you believe that that's going to happen? Well, you're already here. You're already part of this amazing community of like-minded individuals that want to help change the world for the better, right? So that belief, it is there. You just have to believe you have the belief. I know, it's twisted. And then you've just got to release the resistance and negative vibes for the outcome. Release that anxiety and just let it go. Go with the flow of the journey. And all right, last little bit I have. Another way to have intention is to have and show confidence. So before writing or creating a video, you get in a good attraction mindset. Hype yourself up. If you need inspiration, look to Sean or Cheyenne because they've got it down packed. And it may seem over the top to you, but the camera and the written word on the page won't pick up near the same amount of energy that you actually have. If you've ever, tried to do a video and you thought you were, pretty energetic, and then you look back at it and you're like, I seem bored. You can tell that the lens just doesn't pick up the same thing. So you've got to really, okay, here's a tip that I like to use beforehand. So you basically jump up and down and start yelling, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Until you feel excited and happy and full of energy and ready to just tell the world about whatever you're trying to tell the world. So set that intention that you're going to do a great video, ad copy, whatever it is, and then just do it. Put it out there regardless of the outcome, and just do everything with intent.
Woo! That was hot stuff, girl. Way to go. That was awesome. If that was fire, write fire in the chat roll. And I'm not over the top, girl. I'll never be. There's people that are 10 times bigger than me going with way more energy. But anyways, I appreciate you a lot. Congratulations. That was an amazing segment. Thank you so much. We're going to move right along, guys. Check this out. This is the actual returning belt champ from not last week, but the week previous. This young lady is the definition of a digital nomad. She's been all over the world. She's trying to set all kinds of world records. She lived 30 days in her car. Who's done that before? I think you all know who I'm talking about. Cheyenne Schwain. I always get her name wrong. Dang it. Cheyenne Schwain is going to be with us tonight talking about holding yourself accountable. Cheyenne, I love you. We love you. What's going on with you?
What's up, guys? Okay, change of plans. I'm actually going over Instagram secrets. Ooh, I'm throwing a curveball at you, Sean. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Even better. Hey, even better.
Okay, so I've been dying to go over this with you guys, but you guys keep voting for storytelling secrets, so I have to keep giving it to you. But this is gold, guys. If I were to go back a year ago and be like, Cheyenne, you need to do this, do it, I would have done it. Okay, so here we go. Here's a year's recap of what Cheyenne has learned about Instagram. All right, here we go. First things first, repeat after me. Do not buy followers. Do not buy likes. Don't do it. It will screw everything up. Do not do it. Okay, so repeat, tell yourself, embed it in your head, write it down, write it on your forehead, your arm. I don't know what you got to do, but do not buy followers. Do not buy engagement. That is going to mess up everything, right? Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to be going over 3 things that you have to do to your Instagram to get to 800 followers a month regularly. It's amazing, super easy. I'm going to go over with you, and you all have to be doing it right after Train or Die. I'm serious. No ifs, ands, or buts about this one. It's not oh, hey, I watched Train or Die tonight. I'm not going to do that. No, you are doing it tonight, okay? Super easy. Here we go. All right. Step number 1, post once a day. Post once a day on Instagram. How long does that take? 5 seconds. You know why? Because you can either do a story or you can do a post, right? We know what Instagram stories are, right? Just a quick boomerang or a quick photo. I've been seeing Mel taking all these stories of her trip back from Louisiana on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm loving that. So it takes 5 seconds, guys. Do it once a day. You have to do it. Okay. Boom. That's number 1. Number 2 is use hashtags. Stop using 30 hashtags. It does not work anymore. Are you listening to me? Use between 3 and 5 hashtags, all right? 3 and 5 hashtags, not 30. People don't want to see that, okay? 3 and 5 hashtags. So number 1, post once a day. Number 2, 3 to 5 hashtags. How do you find those hashtags? Okay, let's say I like traveling. Everyone knows I like traveling, yada, yada, yada. Okay, some of the hashtags that I use: van life diaries, not just van life, because that's way too broad, You got to be think a little deep, think a little bit harder. Van life diaries. I want to see people writing stories about stuff. Why do I want to see people writing stories about their van life? Because I know that those people that are reading the diaries and the stories are engaging, good fans, and I want them to follow me. I don't live in a van yet. I know. Okay, you're probably like, Cheyenne, why are you doing that? That is a future for me, okay? Ash and Cam, they're about to take their van all the way up the coast. You better be using that hashtag. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so 1, post once a day, either on your story or on your feed, okay? Step number 2, use 3 to 5 hashtags. Do not be vague with your hashtags. Think about your hashtags. And number 3, the secret that I'm showing all of you guys tonight: invest in your Instagram account. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can spend less than 50 cents a day and get 800 organic raging fans every single month. If you're not excited, I'm going to give you all the energy because I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Boom, shaka-laka-laka. All right, so there is this awesome feature called Instalex. I got introduced to it maybe a year and a half ago at this point. Landon and Stapes, these old dudes way back in the day, came out and did this Instagram training. I'm like, I'm going to listen to these people. They are smart. They know what they're talking about. I'm going to listen. And I listened, and I've been doing it. I stopped doing it now, but I've been doing it for the past year. And my Instagram has organically grown to 10,000 followers. And I don't have to do much, right? Because the algorithm and the use of this tool does everything for me. I told myself, Cheyenne, you need to focus on your Facebook. You need to focus on your ads. You can't be messing around with Instagram. So what did I do? I invested in my Instagram account and let it do it for me. So this is what you're doing after Train or Die. I'm showing you. It's so easy. Here we go. Okay. So Instalex, the first time I looked at it, super confusing, had no idea what was going on. It's actually much easier. Remember when you did Facebook ads for the first time? You're like, oh my God, what are these boxes? What are these buttons? What do I have to toggle? This is easy, all right? I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys exactly how to set this up for less than 50 cents a day, all right? Here we go. Boom, let me share my screen. 3, 2, I haven't read anything in the chat, so if you guys are making fun of me, I saw some of you guys laughing over there. I don't know what's going on, but I'll read it later. All right, thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, we're good. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Let me move your faces. All right. All right, so this is Instalex. You're looking at it and you're probably like, what kind of foreign bot is this, right? You're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. This is great, right? So let me talk about bots and tools for Instagram really quick. A lot of people are scared to use them, right? Because a new API address is used because you're going to give them your login information. Sometimes that throws a red flag out to people. Gabby, Instagram queen, just came on a couple weeks ago and said it is okay to give your login information to 1 or 2 tools or services, okay? No more than that. This is the only tool or service I've ever given my username and password to, and it stayed loyal to me. But we need to talk about how to get those raging, awesome, organic fans, because we don't want those people from foreign countries that's really cheap. Remember that old like campaign we used to do? That was terrible. Let's narrow it down and get some good people, right? All right, here we go. Got to move with this toolbar. All right. Now I am in action. First things first. You are only, when you're signing up for Instalex, it's $13 a month, right? I promise you guys, less than 50 cents a day. So $13 a month. When you sign up, they're going to try to make you buy promotion, post, comments, and direct. I can't see that, but so they're going to try to make you buy all this, and it's like 50, 60, 70 bucks. Do not do that. Just click on the promotion tab. That's all you need, promotion, the one that we're on right here. And boom, 13 bucks a month. I'm at, what, $12.24? I actually don't use this service anymore. I told myself, hey, when you hit 10K, you don't need it anymore. So it's been growing for the past year, and I just recently turned it off. But just for you guys on Train or Die, I just purchased another month so I could show you guys this. Okay, you're welcome. Clap, clap, clap. All right, here we go. So promotions. There are 3 promotions that I run. I'm going to scroll down and show you them. It's just like running an ad, a promotion, right? So the bot is going to find organic people in your niche and get them to be raging fans. I'm not talking about people that just follow you. I'm talking about people that like, comment, share, save, all that good stuff that we want as internet marketers. All right, here we go. What did I say not to do? Never press this green button. Never. Buy followers and comments. Never do it. Ever, ever, ever. All right. New promotion. The blue button. We really like the blue button. Look at that cute blue color. All right. Blue. Here we go. Let's learn how to run some promotions on Instalex. All right. So followers. Here we go. You should start typing a popular name of your Instagram. Okay. So let's do Van Life Diaries. That was a good example. All right. So secret tip, everyone pay attention. You see this little box underneath here that says only likers and commenters? We are definitely going to click that, right? Because we want raging fans that only like and comment on Van Life Diaries. They're going to sit there and read a whole story about Van Life Diaries. Heck yeah, I want them to follow me. Okay, here we go. Only likers and commenters. Always click that box or you're doing something wrong. Add promotion. Bing, bang, boom. How easy and simple was that? You don't even have to pick demographics. You don't have to go through blah, 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 blah. That is easy and simple, okay? So that is promotion number 1. What you need to sit down and do after Train or Die tonight is make a list of 25 to 50 accounts, right? I just came up with Van Life Diaries on the spot. It's one I've been using for a while. 40 Hours of Freedom, another Van Life people. Okay, so that was promotion number 1, at names of accounts, 25 to 50 at names, right? Their tag, their, what is that called? Handle. So promotion number 2. Oh, I have 20 promotions running, guys. I haven't been on here in a while. Let me delete some really quick. Ugh. Delete Denver. We're going to get there, I promise. All right, USA road trip. Ooh, I was clever back in the day. I got to get back into this stuff. All right, new promotion. All right, so tab 1 says followers. The second one we're going to do is location. So what is your niche? What are you trying to portray? What is your Instagram account like? Well, I hike. I'm always up in the mountains. I'm in the desert, right? Denver, Colorado, great location for outdoors people, right? So, dun, da, 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 Denver, Colorado. Do, 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 do. Maybe you can do some statistics on our Facebook pages. Give us a great outlook of ages and demographics and places all over the United States where we can pick. So maybe look at your page insights for that. Look how specific you guys can get with this. Denver Zoo. Like what? Okay. So I'm just going to pick a good, okay. So I said I was going to do Denver, Colorado, pretty broad. I could have gone more specific like Boulder or something like that. And then bing, bang, boom. Promotion number 2 is added. We are making moves here, people. All right. New promotion, the blue button. We all love the blue button. Hashtag. All right, what did I say? 3 to 5 hashtags on your Instagram post. No more, no less. Nobody likes 30 hashtags. It's crazy. All right. So with hashtag, we can get really, really, really fun here. All right, so post owner or post lover? In the chat, which one do you think you would pick? Post owner or post lover? 3, 2, 1. We are gonna pick post lover. Remember, guys, we want those fans who are raging lovers of certain posts in certain accounts. The owner, that's really hard to get. Like, how am I gonna get Van Life Diaries to start liking my stuff? Right? They're big enough. So post lovers. Hashtag, we're going to go with the van stuff. Van Life Diaries, boom. I think it loads. You have to click the specific hashtag. Just a second. So again, just like you're going to sit here and map out 25 to 50 at names or handles of Instagram accounts that are in your niche, you need to do that with hashtags as well, okay? 25 to 50, you guys should be able to knock that out really quick. If you're having trouble, Instagram has a search where you can type in your niche, anything, travel, marketing, whatever, and a whole bunch of hashtags will come up with different accounts, okay? So those accounts will help you. So if I didn't like Van Life Diaries and I thought that was way too broad, look, just like in Facebook where it gives us suggestions, you can do this. Van Life Tour, Van Life's book, Van Life Diaries Europe. Oh, I would love to have some teammates from Europe. Let's click that. Boom. All right, add promotion. All right, so today I have shown you guys how to add 3 different promotions, right? Followers, right? At names, handles, whatever you want to call it. Location, and the last one was hashtag. But wait a second, I have to show you a couple more things because this gets pretty intense, all right? So what's going to start happening is your Instagram account is going to start following and liking and commenting on other people's posts, right? As you, it's a bot, right? It's a great, best bot I have ever invested in. Less than 50 cents a day, people, less than 50 cents a day. Don't get a morning coffee for like 2 days and it's already paid for, okay? Like this is the best thing ever. Okay. Unfollow, right? We're going to have to start unfollowing people because it's bad algorithm for you to be following more people than people follow you. So you don't have to do that manually, guys. I would never do that. All right, let me show you how to do it. So I'm currently on the left-hand side here. It says following 2,854 in my ratio. I have 10,500 followers. Let's get rid of like 500 followers, right? All right, so start, and this will organically unfollow accounts that have not been active on your page for 30 days or more. So they're getting rid of the people that are like good, right? So I'm gonna start unfollowing those people as well as, so it'll start unfollowing some of your followers and then on your account, it'll unfollow them too. So just to be clear, on the left-hand side, you do not want more following than followers, right? Keep that ratio good. When I did use this software, what I would do is once a week, I would come in here and click the unfollow button and run new promotions. Like it's a once a week thing. It takes 5-10 minutes and your Instagram account will blow up if you follow those 3 steps, right? So I just showed you 3 promotion, but at the beginning we went over 3 steps. Post once a day. I told you guys, either on your story or a photo on the feed, right? Number 2, use 3 to 5 hashtags on your story or on your Instagram post. All right, you guys are following me. 3, invest less than 50 cents a day into your Instagram account, right? And you don't have to do anything. These promotions, some of these have been running for me for a year, right? 6 months. And you guys can see some of the promotions that I've used, the hashtags, the @ names, the locations. You just have to do it for your niche, your avatar, your market, right? So just kind of get a pen and paper out, write 25 to 50 @ names and hashtags. Those can kind of go hand in hand sometimes, but make sure you are being creative. And in the chat, if you guys want me to show you something really awesome that's super cool, say Instagram rocks. All right. So we really, really, really want to make sure we have raging fans, right? Like awesome engagement. Average engagement for your Instagram account should be between 5 and 6%. You can calculate that by the amount of likes that you got on a post divided by your followers. All right. Mine is at 15%. Insane. So let me show you how I did it. I'm in real, oh, you guys are getting all the secrets. Lucky you. Wow. Here we go. All right. Where is it at? Okay. Settings, the other blue button, right? We don't like green buttons. This statistics button doesn't tell you much. Settings. Oh, you're going to get raging fans here. Let me show you. I am way past my time, but I hope you guys are enjoying this because this rocks. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we want to get awesome people, right? When you go into settings, night pause. I don't know about you, but I'm not following and liking and commenting on people's stuff when I'm sleeping, right? So your bot also needs to know how to do that. So click night pause, okay? You got to act like a real human here. And like I said, it is okay, take it from me, to have 1 or 2 tools or services have your Instagram login. This is the only one I've invested in and the only one I personally recommend. Comments and likes. I will fluctuate and turn this on and turn this off. Just kind of something that I've done in the past. It's up to you. It just, you can control your comments and likes, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second, right? You don't want spammy comments and spammy stuff like that. We're going to get there. Hold on. The rest of the stuff is really fine. Like the only thing that I suggest with the actions tab is night pause. All right, filters, don't stop now. I know we've gone over the good stuff, but this is even better. Here we go. Okay, gender check. You can pick male or female. I'm just going to leave it. Max followers. So this is the amount of people that you want them to stop at. I stopped this at 10K. Earlier today, I logged in and put it to 10.6 because I wanted to show you guys this tonight. But 10K was my goal, and then I just wanted to grow organically without this. Languages. Guys, this is a huge one. We need people that speak English, right? Our whole training is based on an English language. So one language selected, English. So we're not going to get people from other countries that may not be like in our jam. You know, we need that. That's important. Max following. You can also set the max amount of people that you want to follow. Again, later today, I changed this. Just like I said, make sure the following is less than followers. You always want that ratio. And then that's it for this tab. Unfollow. You can set this to the amount of people that you want this to unfollow on a daily basis. 700, really high. I haven't changed this in a while. Do like 25 to 50. Okay. And then this is the amazing part. Okay, so these are the comments that the bot is automatically going to set up for you. These are so spammy. Look at these. These are terrible. Nice, good, cool, the best. Emojis. Delete all of this crap. No, this is bad. This is bad. I reset this setting so you guys can see this, or else it's going to happen to you. You can always turn comments off. If you don't want your bot to comment and you just want them to watch stories and like other posts, just turn it off in the settings. It's fine. But if you want them to leave a general comment that is like maybe you have a mission statement, or maybe you have something that you want to spread, or maybe you have a certain hashtag, like you could make it one of the comments. All right, last tab, guys, I promise. All right, so this is the limits of absolutely everything. I've played with these numbers a handful of times. You can do it depending on your engagement rates and how many followers and people you have. If you have 1,000 followers or less, definitely lower all of these numbers. But that is all I have for you tonight. And if you don't set this up after Train or Die, I'm going to come get all of you. Is there any questions?
Woo! That was, oh my goodness. She just walked through exactly what you guys can do. Like, check that out. That's insane value. Thank you so much, Cheyenne. That's amazing. You are amazing. That even might win the gold belt. I don't know. It's getting hot in here. I'm about to take my gator shirt off. I don't know what's going on. That's epic. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. Right fire in the chat roll if that was hot for you guys. I know that was definitely droppingbomb.com. And, guys, we just went from Instagram, and now we're going to go into the next piece. I'm so excited. This young lady is going to be out tonight to share with you some of the Facebook mastery that she knows. This girl is certified by Facebook. She's been one of the biggest influencers in our community in terms of getting people moving as fast as possible with Facebook paid advertising. I'm so excited to have her here. She's just adding value to everybody's life. Kristen Louise, thank you so much for being here tonight. Awesome to have you back again. And I hope you win the golden belt. I don't know. It's going to be hot tonight, though. What's up with you?
I'm going to be honest. Like, I was not expecting all of that fire. So amazing. The ladies are really taking control tonight. So I love the energy. I'm going to go ahead and start my timer because that's what I do. And I am going to try to cut myself pretty short not because I don't have things to tell you guys. First of all, I spent an hour a week for the last 3 weeks on the Facebook page with you guys. How many of you guys have watched one or more of those lives? Drop it in the chat, say live. I've spent 3 hours, and that's a lot of time. So I'm going to give you guys a little glimpse into the future. Not that I have a crystal ball. If I did, I probably wouldn't be on this call. I would probably be somewhere tropical and not doing this. But I love you guys, and I'm here. So I have no lottery ticket. I have no crystal ball. I always tell people I'm a marketer. I'm not a mind reader, okay? Marketer, not a mind reader. But I have some insights, and at the end of this, I'm going to be really brief, but at the end of this, I'm going to give you guys my I wanted to do top 3, but I couldn't narrow it down, so I'm going to give you guys my top 5 sources for the inside Facebook information. Who's interested in listening for 5 minutes and getting top 5 sources for Facebook information? So let me know if you have watched live. Awesome, I see a lot of lives. If you haven't, what has been the issue? Has it been a timing issue? Are you not prioritizing that? Because obviously, people are getting some value. They've been commenting in the groups. They've been doing takeaways. Ashley had some amazing notes that she posted today, like the most beautiful set of notes I've ever seen. Go back and look at this stuff, guys, because we brought it all the way from the basics. And a lot of people think, oh, I've been doing this for a year. No offense, Kristen, but I don't really need the basics. And that's fine. But if you're messed up from the basic level, it's not going to work for you wherever you're at. You really have to start from your brand has to start from like the foundational level, and you have to rethink things. Facebook is always changing, guys. That's what my topic is about tonight. So how many of you, raise of hands or in the chat roll, give me a little hand up in the chat roll, if you have noticed your reach in your Facebook ads in the last maybe 2 weeks or your engagement on your posts dropped significantly? Anybody? I've noticed a huge change in several of my clients. And one of those changes is to do with conversion ads, and I'm going to explain a little bit as to why. So I'm seeing just a couple people. If you're not looking at these metrics like at least every other day, why are you spending money in Facebook? If you don't know if your engagement has dropped, if you don't know what your numbers are, get with it. Get into your numbers. Like, dive in, become a student. I'm going to give you 5 great resources at the end of this, and I hope you'll dive in, because Facebook is changing all the time. The only thing that is certain in this life is change. Facebook is definitely part of that. The algorithm literally changes like every other week in a small way, but we have some huge changes on the horizons. I don't tell you guys I don't tell you guys this to scare you. I tell it to inspire you, because I want you guys to be like in control of your numbers. And when these shifts happen, I don't want you to be blindsided. Last year in like August, September, a lot of people got blindsided by some Facebook changes. So let's be proactive and let's be a great member of the community and let's change our stuff now. That way we can continue to see the results or get better results in the future, right? So first of all, relevance score is going away. So the relevance score, gosh, I don't even know. It's not, it's kind of a newer feature of Facebook. I don't know exactly how long that's been around. But the relevance score basically measures your relevancy, which you should never use that in a definition. You're like, what does relevancy mean? So it means like what's in your ad and what's on your landing page, are they similar? And can Facebook make the connection? Are there any buzzwords in your domain that Facebook should look for? Is your domain link broken? That's a major one we were talking about on my live today. If your domain link is broken, if your redirect is not working, that's one of the easiest ways to get your account disabled. Like you can usually get it back, but that's one of the easiest ways to get your account disabled. Check your links, guys. We're running a business. I'm the intense one, okay? Nobody likes me. It's fine. We're running a business. Check your links. This is how you make money. Take it seriously, okay? So that's a big tip for me there. But relevancy score is going away, and you guys are like, oh, that's so awesome because I hated relevancy score because I didn't ever want to think about what I was writing. No. So it's actually going to get harder. So here's what's going to happen. And maybe you're not. Maybe I'm putting words in your mouth. But here's what's going to happen. 3 scores are going to take its place by the end of April. Quality rank, engagement rank, and conversion rank. So let's think about quality. Quality could actually be almost similar to relevancy. How Google is, or I'm sorry, I just said Google. I'm also a Google person, but Facebook is kind of turning into Google in a lot of ways and how they're doing these scores. Google also has a relevancy score. If you are in the display network of Google, you know that. But the quality rank is basically going to assess how many people that you've reached and how many clicks that you have, and then it's going to combine what everything was in the relevancy score, everything that was there, it's going to be lumped into this basically, and it's going to combine that with however many people in your conversion, like your click ratio basically. Engagement, if you're running engagement, or like if it's conversion, or if it's video views, or if it's click, whatever your promotion is, it's going to take those into account and it's going to give you a lovely metric. That actually means the pressure is higher, because before it was just looking at conversion, or before it was just looking at relevancy. Now it's going to be looking at 2 to 3 things depending on how you place your ad. So one of the things I mentioned today is that Facebook typically, conversion ads can be really good, especially with people running funnels like we are. They can be great, but the reach isn't super high. So has anybody, write in the chat if you've ever done the reach objective. As you've placed an ad, you've used the reach objective. Hopefully you guys, if you haven't, you can get comfortable with that, because that's one of the objectives that's actually going to be like a rising star. If you haven't, seriously, you should do it. There's a strategy behind it. We talked about it today on the Facebook Live, so go back and rewatch today's live. It was at 1 p.m. on the DGL Facebook group. But if you are not using the reach, the reason why you should is because now there's going to be a new metric that can be seen. And drop in the chat, messenger, raise your hand if you're on the panel. Anybody running an ad that has a messenger button, like info, direct to messenger, those are typically doing really well. Engagement ads and messenger ads I'm seeing do amazing, and all the proof out there, the social proof in these different resources that I'm going to give you at the end of this points to that. So what I want to tell you about the messenger button is, go ahead, if you don't have an ad that has the messenger button, go ahead and get one started, because you've got about 25 days until this update happens. April 28th is what I'm kind of reading is the to-do date on this. So you've got a couple weeks to get your eggs in the basket. And I've been talking, what came first, chicken, egg, or the ad, okay? I hope that you guys have taken away from the first 3 go lives in the series that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. As much as I love Facebook, don't put them all in one basket. But when you're placing your ad, I hope you're looking at your audience first. Audience first, chicken, egg, ad. Audience comes first in that. The egg is the ad, and it comes second. Look at who you're talking to. Make sure that you're super congruent with whatever your brand is on your page. Make sure you're talking the same language as they would speak. Think about yourself. What would you like to hear? And then once you have your audience dialed in, then create your ad and place it. So not the other way around. Create an ad. Oh my gosh, who am I going to put this in front of? That is going to help your relevancy score, which is also going to help these quality rank and engagement rankings soar higher. Because guess what? If we think about our audience and then we put the content out in that order, your engagement is going to be much more natural and less forced, right? You don't have to ask, comment below. that's against Facebook policy, guys. You should never be writing comment below in those words. That should not be part of your verbiage. It should not be part of your video. You can use other things like follow my journey, for instance, but you should never be actually asking somebody that. That's something that could drop your scores very low. What happens when your scores drop low right now with relevancy, I would assume is going to flow over into these quality, engagement, and conversion ranks. What happens is they'll take away buttons from you. I saw this happen with a client of mine 3 weeks ago. He was messaging me like crazy. He said, Kristen, I have no more call to action buttons on my conversion ads. And I was like, oh, yeah, right. Okay, fun. I'll get in here. I'll show him. I'll screenshot him. I know what's up. He actually didn't have any call to action buttons in his conversion ads. And I was like, never seen this before. I'm going to have to call somebody that knows more about this than me, which basically means I got to get into the Facebook chat and beg somebody to help me. So I was like, okay, let me get in here real quick. I'm at 7 minutes, so I'm trying to hustle for you guys. So what I found out was, and I should have looked at this sooner, but what I found out was his relevancy scores were at a 2 and a 3 on the 2 ads he was running. And Facebook was like, listen, we don't want to run your shit anymore. Sorry, shouldn't have cursed, but we don't want to run your stuff anymore. It's not relevant. Okay? If your relevancy scores are below 4, you are actually in like Facebook, like, you know, there's like heaven, there's hell if you're spiritual, then there's like an in-between. And I don't know why they call that in your religion, but you're somewhere in the in-between. Okay, so sometimes they don't give you a nice little warning. Sometimes they just literally say, you know what, you can't do a conversion ad right now. All you can do is run engagement and video views. Woo, nobody wants that to happen. So when I reached out to Facebook, had my nice 2-hour chat with them because they're very helpful in the chat. It's always somebody that speaks amazing English and is super helpful and really quick to answer your question. So after that happened and I was having the best day of my life, then this poor soul was like, okay, I'm going to finally give you to a manager like you asked. And I get on the phone with the manager finally. He gives me a call back. And he explains to me that this can happen and this can happen to anybody. And he said, you're just lucky your account didn't get disabled. And I was like, oh, okay. So relevancy score is not going away. It is going away, but it's actually going to get more intense. So it's going to be layered into these 3 things. So take away from this, number 1, look at your relevancy score right now. Start doing things to build it up because as it changes, it's going to get more intense. The things that you can do is using keyword tools, seeing what trends are, making sure your ad copy is congruent with whatever funnel you're using. What I mean by that is if you've switched funnels recently, we've got some amazing new funnels that have been talked about, the business funnel, the travel funnel, things like that are being changed right now. If you haven't changed your ad, that's not a great user experience and Facebook is going to dock you for that. That's how this works. We have to be good stewards of the community like I've been talking about for a couple weeks. So the other thing is with the messenger button, like I was talking about before. Holy crap, I only have 30 seconds. With the messenger button, I thought I was going to be short, but with the messenger button, we're going to have a new metric, which I'm actually really excited about. It's going to be directly connected to the pixel. You're going to have way more reporting on brand new conversations that start out of Messenger. Drop in the chat if you're running Messenger and if you have mini chat. Anybody using mini chat right now? This is going to be amazing because this is a way we can totally automate and we can look at that key metric and we can see how successful our efforts are because this is new conversations, not that person that's talked to you 4 months ago and then they're randomly hitting you up again and that is kind of messing up your metrics right now. This is brand new from an ad your pixel tracks. So this is a whole new metric and I'm super excited about it because for me and my clients, I've seen way success with using the messenger button. It's been amazing. If you can do the mini chat thing, if you can automate, I think that's the way to go in this business. That's what I'm working on myself. So those are 2 things that you can look forward to. As promised, let's see, there is a spoiler alert and maybe in a coming episode when I learn more about it, I can talk about it. This would be a while, but the spoiler alert is something that Facebook's been talking about and looks like it may be on the horizon for this summer is an erase all memory feature, like a clear your cache of Facebook. That could seriously change the game in a good and a bad way. So I did a lot of research on that today and there's no, like, this is not part of the April changes and I only had 10 minutes, which I'm definitely a minute over now. But I'll talk about that another time. But what you need to know for that is your results, export them all the time. All the time. Everything that you have, export from Facebook every 28 days. You should be in a good cycle of that. I'm not saying that your results are going to go away or any type of your advertising information would leave. But what I'm saying is, what if your ad account got disabled tomorrow and then you didn't have those features forthcoming? What would you have? You are your data. You are your email list. Export those leads out of DGL. Export that information out of Facebook. Export it regularly, guys, because if that happened and Facebook went down like it did the last week, we would all be in a world of hurt. So I put some things in protocol in my agency and I was like, hey guys, we're not doing a good job. I need to back this up to cloud, so on and so forth. So be in control of your data in case anything ever would happen. You just always want to have access to it no matter what. So that's what I want to leave you with. I am now going to drop into the chat 5 amazing resources that I check every single day, maybe not every weekend day, but during the week, I check these 5 resources and actually subscribe to their email lists. Use these 5 resources, become a student of marketing. There's nothing that makes me smarter than you. I literally sat through a proctored exam. That's it. Like, I'm not smarter at all. But like, take these 5 resources and become a student, because nothing says you can't be on here presenting about the next round of Facebook updates. So that's my challenge to you guys. Thank you. It's at 12 minutes. I'm really sorry. I love you, Ashley. I can't wait to hear you have to say bye.
Oh my gosh, guys, that was insane. Right? Insane in the chat roll. Kristen, you could have gone another 15 minutes and it would have been fine. Like, I'm sure everyone was just glued to every single word, and you're talking fast, so that's good. I'm sure I'm going to watch this episode like 3 times just to absorb everything that's going on right now. Oh man, that was on fire. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And now it's time for the main event. I love saying that. We have Ashley and Cam, the world travelers, the #1 digital nomads, the #1 super affiliates in our program. They are here. They just went to a conference called Social Media World. They learned all kinds of crazy things, and I'm just so grateful that they're out to share some of this stuff with everybody, especially with you guys, because we all want to become digital geniuses, and the way we learn is from learning from people that are smarter than us. These two are at the top of the chart. So Ashley, Cam, thank you guys so much for being here, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Awesome. Thanks for the intro, hyping us up. And we have some stiff competition here with Cheyenne and Kristen. I don't know, they dropped some really bomb values, so we'll see if we can follow the stuff from Social Media Marketing World will win us the belt. But yeah, so last week or 2 weeks ago now, we went to Social Media Marketing World, which, for those of you that don't know, is probably one of the biggest conferences in the industry, and basically a lot of really successful people in the industry on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, content marketing, just all different things, speak, and you just get to pick different sessions to go to. And so we learned a ton of stuff and went to a lot of different sessions. It was really inspiring, really awesome event. And so we want to share some of our key points, the key things that we learned with you guys. And so first, the main thing that we really wanted to share is we're going to kind of share really about the importance of connection, and then we're going to share a little bit about video and live video, and then Instagram, and just a little other things to give you kind of a context for what we're going to share here. But really, they talked a lot about, like, everyone's stressed on how connection is so important, and really focusing on the fact that there are real people behind the screen. So I know we've talked about this before, but really focus, like, whenever you're going to do your content, or you're making your Instagram post, or doing your story like Cheyenne was talking about, or you're making your Facebook post, like, how am I connecting with my audience? What is what I'm posting, is what I'm saying actually going to be valuable to them? Or am I just posting to post? And really think about that, because there are actual people behind the screen, like behind the phone that you're talking to, and they want to be talked to like you know them. They don't just want to be sold to. So it's really important that you know that, and you actually act that way when you post content. And they gave an example of how back in the day there used to be like a soap company, I think it was Palmolive or something, who literally spent all of their money on marketing, and people used to buy all this stuff from them, right? Because everywhere people could see stuff about Palmolive, so everyone would want to buy this soap. However, now they talked about, there was this whole keynote speech, right? How now most people don't even watch ads. Like, when it comes to ads on TV, right, or billboards and stuff, we see so much. We're not even really just focusing on ads that we see. We're focusing on things that we relate to, and people, the actual people. So now, right, Palmolive, who still spends so much money on their soap, right, most people don't actually have this soap. And to really give the example, he went to his friend's house, and his friend had some like local grown organic soap, like some random flavor. And he was like, why do you have this soap? Like, why don't you have this other soap that this advertiser is advertising all the time, that they grew up with, like everyone advertising? And she said, because, like, she's like, I don't even see ads. She's like, I can't even tell you the last time I saw an ad, but I love what these people stand for. They have a cause. They have, they're good people. They treat their employees well. Like, they're a good company, and the people behind it. So kind of from that story, just get that people really want to buy people, and they want to connect. So if they connect to your story, to who you are, then that's how they're going to buy from you, not just from putting like an ad, or well, obviously put ads out, but not just from, saying buy from me. Like there needs to be that connecting factor as well. And they talked about in regards to that, like it's social media, right? So let's bring the social back. They said if you want to be a winner, right, in social media these days, you have to be social and really focus on that relationship. So it's like if you're going to make your post on Instagram, right, actually, even if you use Inflex, right, but actually focus on engaging with people and really building those relationships and caring about your audience. Not just posting a post so that you can get it out there for the day, or posting so that you can, hope someone buys from you. Posting because you care about those people and you want to connect with them when they, when they reach out to you. And kind of with that, obviously, definitely like what Cheyenne said and everything is great and stuff, but while you're waiting or while you don't have a lot of followers, don't worry. Like they really stress that vanity metrics don't matter. So as long as you can affect, right, we're impacting people's lives, right, by sharing your content. So it's who can I impact today? What can I share that's going to change people's perception, make their day better? Because if you really focus on that aspect instead of, oh, I shouldn't go live, or I can't post because no one's even going to see it because I don't have a lot of followers, like that's not the right mindset to have. It's really focusing on the fact that, the people that do follow me, right, those people, like Cheyenne said, you want to find those fanatical fans, right? So those people that you interact with, no matter how many followers you have, those are the people that are going to follow you forever because they're going to see your whole journey. They're going to be with you that whole step of the way and know, and trust you and be a part of that. And that's why they're going to want to continue to buy from you and continue to follow you that whole step of every single step of the way. So really focus on when it comes to going live, when it comes to, going live on your Facebook page or posting content. Or I know I've heard some people say, I don't really want to go live because no one's going to hear me or no one even sees me. No one follows my page. Until I hit X amount of followers, I'm not going live. But really think about, the few people or however many are following you. Those are the people that you want to go live for because they need you, right? They need to hear what you have to say. You have a message to share. And so they really, really stress, no matter how many followers you have, sharing that message. Because if you can affect, right, one person's life, isn't that what it's all about? That's a huge thing. Do you want to break in or should I keep going?
Just keep going if you want to keep going. I won't stop you. You're on a roll.
I know I gotta take off my jacket here. I was
getting
cold
hot over
before
here.
I shrunk.
It's heating up.
It's getting hot here. I'm gonna take off my gator shirt.
Fire's on. So just really focus on that. And with that, they talked a lot about. I'll kind of jump into go lives. They focused on, I know a lot of times, I know even me, I do not want to go live half the time, and I haven't even gone live recently, but that's one of the things I'm going to start doing a lot more soon because they talked about, you in the beginning going live, it's more about for you than for your audience as well. It's more about for you to get out there, for you to connect with for you to figure out how to connect with your audience and use it all as practice. So to really, if you go live, right, and you see how, okay, maybe no one's there, don't worry about it because you just got practice. And it's almost better, right, for you to go live now while nobody's watching you to instead of learning how to go live when you have 1 million people watching you. And then there's a lot of pressure on there. So really focus on going live, sharing your message. That's how people actually are going to connect to you and know who you are. So a lot of people mention having a weekly show or picking a consistent time that people know that they can always see you on there. And maybe at first there won't be people, but it's going to grow, as people know that you're going to be on, as you're consistently providing value, that's how it's going to grow. Someone said a really awesome line, and he said, you have to grow your followers in order to grow your following. So you need to really provide a lot of value to your followers so that they can grow as people. And then, they're going to talk about you. They're going to be getting that value and your following will grow from there. In regards to go lives, yeah, she mentioned, it doesn't matter if your makeup isn't on or your hair isn't done or all this stuff, because you have to realize that, your people, your avatar, the people you're talking to have to matter more than that. Your why has to matter more than, oh, I'm tired today, I don't want to go live, or, oh, I don't have a lot of followers, or I don't like, how I look. You have to have a strong enough why. So really get clear on that in order, so that you'll be driven all the time too.
Yeah. So I guess I'll kind of segue a little bit what you were talking about. So they really talked about the importance of videos. Videos is a whole big thing. That's how you really get to know your actual audience. Your audience gets to know you. I mean, why do you think there's those apps out there, or Vine, RIP to Vine, that lived, and Snapchat, and now stories? They're all video based. People want to get to know you. It's great to put pictures out there and quotes and that good stuff, but people want to actually see your face and the stories that you're telling. Those stories, they really preached about that, and actually putting the meaningful engagement out there. For anyone that didn't hear, I think Zuckerberg sometime in the past few months, he said some quote that Facebook's driving towards meaningful engagement. So basically, they want you to actually speak to your audience and have meaningful things you're putting out, and your audience to engage back to you. They don't want just simple content being put out there and then lost in social media world. So they talk a lot about video. And then with that, they want to make sure they're posting the right content to the right platform. So what I mean by that, there's different ones. There's Facebook, right? Instagram, YouTube, and you want to make sure you're using the right content for the right platform. So yeah, we're probably all really big on Facebook, and now Instagram a lot of us are getting into, but you want to make sure you're putting the right stuff there. So for instance, if you're more of like the long form video content, you like to do, I don't know, videos 10, 15, 20 minutes long, whatever it is, that's your thing. You like to curate it a bit more. That lives on YouTube, because YouTube has a way better rate, way better engagement that lives forever. Whereas Facebook, the engagement rate is not as high for long form videos. So if you like to do long form, probably YouTube where you want to put that. And Facebook, what they really suggested with that is videos that aren't live, so non-live videos, so pre-recorded. They suggested kind of like the golden little spot they found is 3 minutes or shorter for pre-recorded videos. And then when you're doing lives on Facebook, 7 minutes to 30 minutes is where they got the most engagement. 20 minutes. 7 to 20 minutes was the golden spot they had there. They didn't necessarily give us a time for Instagram. I think they kind of just said Instagram as a whole, do video there. So kind of moving over to Instagram a little bit, videos is huge there. I know a lot of you guys have probably seen the new things they have. They have IGTV. That's a huge thing right now. Stories. Those are like the biggest things on Instagram right now. So to talk a little bit more, dive more into Instagram, what Instagram really loves for you to do, which their algorithm favors, is to use the new things that they put out. There's a reason that they're putting them out there, to give you, they want people to use it. So for anyone that uses Instagram here, have you seen probably in the last few weeks or months, however long it's been out, since IGTV has been out, like at the top of your screen, it'll have someone just came out with whatever they put on IGTV. They're promoting that for free. So they want people to see it. They're driving people to other people's content for free because it's a new feature. Anytime Instagram releases a new feature, they're going to boost you automatically for using it. So that includes like the carousel things too. When you post multiple pictures, or you can post like 4 or 5, however many you want, you can scroll over the carousel. That will get higher engagement, higher boost by Instagram's algorithm just because you're using their new features. So that's pretty awesome. And then also in terms of video, so I'll step back a bit. So Instagram is a total. There's pictures and videos you can put out, right? And Instagram's algorithm puts that out equally, 50-50, pictures to video. So on the Explorer page where you guys you sign in, you see random pictures, videos, whatever it is, the algorithm puts equal shares of video and pictures out there. But right now, as Instagram people putting content in the Instagram world, 90% of all content is pictures. So that means 50% of all the video content is coming from actually 10% of the content being put out there. So you have a way better chance of your stuff getting put in front of someone, your audience, hopefully, if you're putting video out there. So they really stress using that. I don't know. Do you want to go into any more of that?
Cool. We're passing the baton here.
Back and forth here.
And then also with video, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, they said that they've actually have a lot of studies that they've done where where a lot of times videos just with like a selfie stick or not really, done up videos do a lot better than, so don't worry, like if you don't know how to do video editing, or you don't have like a specific background or all these different things, or it doesn't look super polished. It's been proven that a lot of times, as long as it's more right how you make people feel, like Diana said, and really what you're doing, what you're saying in the video, that people are listening to, and then like having it all done up, especially if you're on Facebook or Instagram. So don't let that deter you. They also talked about how you actually get cheaper impressions if you run video ads, and there's 18% higher sales conversion. So they really, really stressed video, because it's all about how people connect with you. And that video, right? A lot of people can connect in that way. And when you're recording a video ad, they said, you have to grab people's attention, right? People are scrolling through so fast. Most people are on mobile. If you say like, hey, my name is Ashley, or hey, my name is whatever, you've already lost them most of the time. So really think about how can you captivate them right away when they come on the video, and what can you say to get them super, super engaged so that they watch, and you can retarget them right with those 10 seconds, and that they'll watch the rest of your video. So really think about that. And then focus on being you. Because people are going to connect with you, and don't worry if someone else is this or other people are doing that. It's the people that you want to attract, right, are the ones that connect with you. So the more you can be like yourself, you're going to find your people, and there are going to be people that resonate with that. Even if you don't have a lot of followers now, know that will come, and you'll find the people that resonate with you. We say this a lot, right? But it really, really is important. There was a Yale study they brought up that people are more likely to give more to those that are similar in ideals and ideas. So if people are similar to you, they're more likely to buy from you as well. And they talked about, I was going to say something else about video, but in regards to, and then with, just to bring it back to live video and stories. So like people really want to see your life. So whether it's live video that you're doing or Instagram stories, they love to see behind the scenes. So just show people, you might not think what you're doing is that exciting, but someone else probably will, especially if you talk it up and whatnot. And people want to, again, see who you are. It's about humanizing the brand and being personal that way. And you have to be willing, even if you don't feel like you're really good at doing videos or you're good at doing lives, you have to be willing to post so much stuff that you don't like in order to start getting stuff that you do like, because you need to really practice. And again, like people are going to relate to you if you mess up, and if you, spit out a cracker like Cheyenne did and stuff like that. I saw that was mentioned in the chat. People are gonna love that, because then you're showing them that you're a real person. So don't worry if you record videos and you're like, oh, these aren't the best, right? Again, people are going to relate to you, and it's just going to be practice for you to keep getting better and better and better. So really focus on that. And in regards to like video format, they talked a lot about doing vertical videos. They said, we're pretty sure Kim and I think differently on this, but I think for Go Live, she said you could do horizontal. He thinks vertical, so do whatever you like. But vertical for like most things, because people are always on their phone.
Yeah, if you're on Instagram, vertical.
Yeah.
All times.
Yeah. And then really just have fun, right? If you're not having fun and you're not excited, your audience isn't going to be either, because they're really going to tell if you're having fun. So make that your most important thing, to have fun, be enjoying yourself. People are going to pick up on that for sure. Then they talked a lot. There was literally a whole hour-and-a-half presentation that went all, basically it could be summed up into the 90-10 rule. And they said focus 90% of your efforts on nice quote, Sean. They focus 90% of your efforts on one platform. So like that doesn't have to be Facebook. It doesn't have to be Instagram. It really just has to be whichever you have the most fun on, whichever you connect the most with, whichever you love the most. Figure out what that is for you and put 90% of your efforts there, and then put 10% on the other stuff. So, if that's, you have a little bit right in, and I even heard Gary Vee say this on a podcast recently, like have a little bit in Instagram, have a little Facebook if your thing is YouTube, or vice versa, whatever it is. so that you're still on the other platforms as they're growing and you're still learning them, but really hone in on one, and you could get really, really good on one, so you explode on that one. They gave specific examples. One of the ones is the show Love Boat. I think that's a show in the UK or something. They talked about that and how it actually used to like have ads or like do a lot of social media on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and all these other things. And then they looked at their numbers. So like Kristen said, really look at your data. And they saw that Instagram was actually increasing and the other ones weren't doing as well. So instead of just, kind of working at everything and spreading themselves thin, they focus on Instagram, and the show blew up. I think it was like literally the most watched show. They said like more watched than, I don't know, some really, really big like historical event. People are watching like some trash UK show, So you just really have like focus on whatever works for you and just really hone in on that one platform, whatever that is, and get super good at it. And then test out the other ones. So those are really like, just going through our notes.
Yeah, those are a lot of the big takeaways we got. To kind of sum it up there, Instagram was a really big thing that they talked about. A ton of different speakers talked about Instagram. I think a couple people even came out, one of the keynote speakers, he came out and said Instagram is the new Facebook. We're saying, again, the 90-10 rule. We're not going to say put all your time in there if that's not your thing. Stay on whatever platform suits you. But right now, Instagram is getting the engagement that Facebook used to get organically. So it's just saying that is the hot thing right now. So it is wise to put some time or a lot of your time, whatever it may be, into there. And there's just lots of ways you can organically grow it right now. And one of the kind of ninja tips they had with that is the magic is in the DMs. Like, you can reach so many people and talk to your audience through the DMs and close so many sales, talk to audience, just really grow everything through that. Like, have your extra touch points talking to your audience that way. And it just really makes you unique, I guess, in that manner.
Totally, which again goes back to that connections and really having, no, that was actually one. So Kristen asked, you recommend automating the DMs? And someone asked that and they said, definitely not. They said, if you need to automate, figure out other parts that you can automate, but that's your connection. Like, that's where you really get to know and talk to your audience. And there's so much value in that.
They were really talked about. I think we heard it from Jasmine Star. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who that is. So she talked about, she's huge. I know she has so many different things going on in her businesses, but that's like the one thing she doesn't give up. She always talks to people in her messages.
Also, one other thing she said is she still has a personal account and she has 300,000 followers. And she said she doesn't get the swipe up feature because of it. So and she's completely fine. And she was like, I just tell people to DM me and I just tell this. So if you don't have that swipe up feature yet, if you don't have 10,000 followers, we don't, it's fine, is what she was saying. Don't let that deter you from doing anything. Just have people DM you, as well. And, one other thing, just to leave you guys with that, I thought was really cool is, we always talk about how important your picture is for an ad. And we talk about, making it brighter and big and all these other things, but I never really heard it this way. So I thought this was super powerful. They said, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Which we've all heard a million times. But so you want to make sure that someone can literally look at your picture. And if they don't even see what your ad is about, that they know what your ad is in reference to. So, they showed pictures of people, like a woman trying to sleep with like an alarm, and you could automatically tell that it was about insomnia, stuff like that, because people are scrolling so fast. So if they can't connect with that picture, or if that picture doesn't relate to your ad, right, then people aren't going to stop, or people aren't going to know. And they even mentioned, don't just do some girl in a bikini or something that's going to stop people. Make sure it actually relates to your ad so that you can really get quality people in that are interested in it. So those were our really big takeaways that we got from the event. It was super inspiring, and we wanted to share all of those with you guys. So yeah, hopefully that was really helpful.
Holy buckets! That was insanity, guys. Oh my gosh, that was absurd. I don't even know. I want to go to the panel right now. Let's go to Hawaii. What's Erin say? What's Erin thinking? What's she doing? What are your thoughts tonight?
I've been taking so many notes, and literally, like, we've all been talking. What I do also for all you traveling business owners out there, bring expo markers with you because it's revolutionary. I've been writing on all the windows, all the mirrors. I don't think I started doing that until Sean and Chris did it. I got to like Sean's house. I was like, why is there like expo marker all over their sliding glass door? It's the best. So our whole entire like sliding glass, I guess like sliding mirror that we have in the room that me and Emily are sharing is filled with like all these new things that we want to do. And Instagram has just been like the number one thing on there. And like, then they go and meet this chick who's like crushing it in some other system right now. It's all Instagram. Then Ashley comes out, she's talking all Instagram. Cheyenne's talking all Instagram. Like, it's Instagram. Like, if you can take anything away from this, get on Instagram, it sounds like. So I'm going to go just revolutionize how I'm doing absolutely everything as soon as we get off this call. I'm going to go do whatever, Cheyenne was suggesting with Instalex and just crush it in there. And everybody should do the same because this is like, it's like a big red flashing sign. We should all get Instagram tattooed on our foreheads. Like, go to Instagram. That's what I'm getting out of it. It's just been awesome. A lot of value. I'm so happy that this was like the train or die that I was able to make it back to because there's just been like so much value. You guys all crushed it.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Who are you voting for is the question.
Oh my gosh. Okay, my options. Why do you have to do this to me? Diana, Cheyenne, Kristen, Ashley. I am going to have to go with Ashley just because even though I heard a lot of the tips that you gave yesterday on our call, like hearing them again, like I'm still just like there's so many things I want to change now with like the information that you're giving, and it's just awesome. And I know I'm probably gonna hear a lot more about it when I get to see you next week, and I'm really excited. But I'm gonna have to pick Ashley.
Yeah, who's next?
Next is Caitlin. Go.
What's up? I'm gonna have to go with Kristen on who I'm voting for, just because I know you guys are all gonna kill me, Cheyenne and Aaron in specific. I don't have an Instagram yet. I'm planning as soon as we get off of here. I'm starting I'm gonna do this now that I have all this knowledge, but I just hit my 3-month mark like a couple days ago with DGL, so I've been trying to like Facebook master as much as possible before I go like jumping from platform to platform, just so I don't like overwhelm myself. So that's why Kristen's like, I was just like, oh my God, like all of her go lives, like I had to go back and watch them all today. So I'm just like, oh my God, I need to implement all of this. But once I get into Instagram, I feel like it's all going to blow up because of the information I got from tonight. But yeah, I loved Kristen. I watch all of her go lives. So yeah, that's who I'm going with today.
Woo! Who's next, Caitlin?
Diana.
Okay, so I'm going to have to vote for Cheyenne because I've known about Instalex from some people before, but I have yet to get my butt in gear and actually make an account for it. So now that you walked me through what to do and not to do, I'm totally doing that. So thank you so much, Cheyenne.
Awesome. Who's next?
Will and Paige.
I knew that was coming. We're going to choose Kristen.
Well, you are.
I'm going to choose Kristen. I'll be very honest with you. When I first saw your face on the internet, I was kind of like, who's this girl? But I become totally in love with you and totally addicted to you. I think everything that you say is like super powerful and valuable. But with what you dropped tonight, I just think I'm really like out to like, as much as I love a bunch of the other platforms that we use, I like really like want to like conquer Facebook. So I like to listen to everything you say because you've just got so much great stuff about Facebook. I thought the 5 resources were like super awesome. Yeah, I just think I thought it was all awesome. There wasn't really one thing. So thank you very much.
Yeah, we couldn't agree. And I had to go for Cheyenne. I love little technologies like that, but I can kind of dove into, and our Instagram needs some love, and I think that's really going to help us grow. So I'm with Diana. Now that I've been walked through it, I've heard you talk about it before, but now I've seen it and how to set it up. It seems super easy, and I just need to get my butt in gear and start doing something. So I voted for Cheyenne.
Oh, that's amazing. Who's next?
Chris.
Oh my gosh. If you want some good info on how to win online, you got to come to Train or Die, because he hit Facebook, and we got YouTube, and we got Instagram, and we got all this stuff going on. We have the best conferences that you need to go to in the industry. We have the insiders, like the reporters. Ashley, this is a really good episode. Peyton, don't mess this one up. Thank you, Jay Lee. My vote, hands down, goes to Diana tonight, because this is her first time on the Golden Belt Championship. And so you get a huge vote for me tonight, Diana. You're stepping out. You're pushing yourself, going to new levels for a new year. So I'm excited for you, and you get my vote. Raise your hand if you haven't gone yet. Ashley, I saw your hand up first.
Awesome. And you took the words out of my mouth. Well, I'll go into it. But this was, an awesome Train or Die. I loved everything that was shared. Really, really amazing value. And my vote was also going to go to Diana, because I know that she was super nervous about coming on. And I know she put a lot of thought into her segment. So super proud of you. I think you killed it. It was awesome to hear all about intention and everything as well, which is so important. So my vote goes to you too. And I will pick Kristen.
Wait. Where's old Greg? Where's Cam doing? Where's his vote?
Where's your vote?
I vote Deanna too.
Oh, hey!
It's dinner time. Kristen,
all right. I think Sean is maybe the only one after me. So Cheyenne hasn't gone. So of course Cheyenne is like my twin, as you all said in the chat. I love Cheyenne, but I'm going to give you guys a secret right now. I had quite a following on Instagram, and I deleted it. And the thing about it was I wasn't very aligned with it. So Instagram is not a bad thing, but the way I was using it, I wasn't aligned with. And so it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I haven't re-entered the platform. I've just been really focusing in on Facebook and podcasting. So my vote would have to go to Ashley and Cam, because they paid, I know, I've been to the conference they went to, not this year. I've been in years past when my employer paid for it, and it's expensive. And the fact that they just came and gave you guys the inside scoop and the best things, like, guys, like, that's such a mad value, great episodes. So like, they didn't have to do that, just like they didn't have to share a funnel. Guys, like, they're winners that share. So I'm going to have to go with them, because Instagram doesn't hit my heart today, but I love everyone. You're all amazing. Sean, now you get to vote now.
Yes, I 100% agree with you, Kristen. Otherwise, my vote would probably go to Diana tonight, but it goes to Ash and old Greg Cam, because I love those guys so much. And the fact that what you just said is so important. Like, anybody that goes to a conference to level their game up and like invest in themselves and continue to do that and then come back and share, like, that just has a special place in my heart, because that's what I do. And I love to see other people doing it too. And so, and of course, I mean, the knowledge is off the charts. So just super grateful for you guys. Let's go. Whoa, Chris, what are you doing? We still got Cheyenne. Don't be doing that yet.
We had 100% of voting.
Oh, okay. We can do that then. But Cheyenne gets to go next.
So my vote goes to Ash and Cam. They brought so much, like, various amount of value, and I was just agreeing with everything that they're saying. And like you said, like, someone who goes to a conference and like comes back and just like tells us what to do, like, we didn't have to go to that conference, we didn't have to spend our time. Like, they took the time out to be the awesome coaches that they are and spread all of that information and love. And I'm just super stoked to see them next week, so I'm kind of biased. So that's my vote. What's the results, Chris? Back to you.
Yeah, well, before that, I just want to give a shout out to Matt and Ashley, because they said, who downloaded Digital Genius Radio? Guys, that is starting to crank, and your guys' episodes from Train or Die are being repurposed into that. So we're going to be making announcements of the schedule, so you all know, like, hey, oh my gosh, my episode's coming out next. So get ready for that. It's coming out soon. Make sure to download that if you haven't. But Chris, back to you.
All right, you guys ready for some poll action? 3, 2, 1, wha-bam! Check out the results. This week's winner. It should be up by now. Is it not up?
I see it. I'm excited. I'll tell you what, like, Cheyenne took the belt 2 weeks ago, and then she took it again this week. That's back-to-back for her. So congratulations. Super powerful. Cheyenne, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Guys, this was so close. It was by one vote.
One vote.
Actually, yeah, Cheyenne got it by one vote this week. So it It was a doozy.
You know what? It would have been interesting if they had tied, because then it goes to the panelist vote, and Ash and Cam won over her by 1 vote. So it would have been like if it had tied, Ash and Cam would have won. So it was super close. Super excited about that. But you guys know what this means. We've come to the end of the segment, and Cheyenne gets the microphone. Please go ahead and end the show. Cheyenne, it's yours.
All right, I'm going to end it with something that I heard 2 panelists say tonight. They said, Cheyenne, I didn't vote for you because I'm working on Facebook, not Instagram. Understandable. I went through the exact same stage, and Instalex took care of all of that for me, and it's grown organically for 6 to 8 months, and I haven't really touched it besides posting maybe once or twice a week and occasionally on my stories. So if you're focused on Facebook, which you should be right now, and mastering that, that's okay. Just let Instalex kind of run in the background for you. I do get 1 out of every 3 of my buyers organically from Instagram, no money, free buyers. That's what you want, right? So just invest in it, less than 50 cents a day, none of your time. It's thebomb.com. And of course, everyone's been talking about this cracker eating thing. If you want to see me eat some crackers, I posted the link in the chat. It's going to go away soon because I know Sean's going to end the show. But that's a wrap. I love you guys. Go do a live video right now. Tell everyone how you just got off an awesome training, and tell everyone to spread the love about our online community, because I love all of you guys. And go start your Instalex. Okay, that's a wrap. See you next week.
See you guys later. Same week, same next week, same time, same channel. We'll see you then later on.